Welcome to the One Girl Travel Podcast, episode number 101.
Welcome to the One Girl Travel Podcast, your passport to the world of solo travel, with certified life and travel coach, Alessia Tenebruso. Join Alessia as she shares her own journey of self-discovery through solo travel, while also focusing on topics such as life coaching insights and travel tips along the way. Now, here's your host, Alessia Tenebruso.
Welcome to episode number 101 of the One Girl Travel Podcast. It is December. We are here, the final month of the year. And I know I say it's going by so fast. It really has, but I don't want to dwell on that. I don't want to dwell on the time that's passed. I want to dwell on the time that is in front of us because we have a few weeks before the new year. And I know for me, I want to make the most of it. And I have already been doing that with starting a new habit. And it's a habit that I have wanted to incorporate into my life for a really long time, but I would always just push it off to the side. It would always go to the back burner. I would find excuses why I can't implement it, why I can't fit it into my day. And for me, it's exercise. I know, especially as an entrepreneur, I am sitting at my desk all day, and I'm sure many of you can relate to this. Locked in, I'm at my desk, and it is very hard once I get started to pull myself away. And I know that I would benefit from daily exercise. And it is something that I really did want to do. But to go to the gym, I would just make these excuses of why I can't get there, to go outside for a walk. Now it's getting chilly here and make excuses. It's just all excuses, right? So thankfully, I am a part of a community where we all committed to showing up at 6:30 a.m. together online and working out. We put ourselves on mute. We all work out together. It's with one of my mentors, and it has been such a game changer for me. So I am now 2 weeks into this new habit, and from day one to now has been a huge transformation. And not physically. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally. So the first day when my alarm went off, I did not want to get up and start exercising. That was the last thing I wanted to do. I didn't get a good sleep. I was cranky, but I did it. I set my alarm and I showed up because I committed. And I showed up the first day, got it done. I felt proud of myself. Second day, still not thrilled about waking up, but I did it. Proud of myself. The third day, the fourth day, the fifth day. Each day got easier and easier to show up. And then I started looking forward to the working out. And then I started getting excited about the workout. Who am I? I don't get really excited for workouts very often, but seeing how when I show up, when I make my exercise a priority first thing in the morning, because there's no excuse. I have nothing else to do at 6:30 in the morning besides sleep. There's nothing else I need to do at that time. I eliminated all barriers and all excuses. I wake up and I work out at 6:30 a.m. for only 30 minutes. And it does not have to be anything crazy. For me, one of my favorite ways of exercising is with my Meta Quest virtual reality headset. I had purchased this during the pandemic, and it really it was everything for me because during the pandemic, we couldn't travel. I was also working full-time corporate. I was going back to school for my undergrad, and I was going through my life coaching certification and building my business all at the same time. And I couldn't really leave my house during the pandemic. So I had my virtual reality headset. And what that allowed me to do was to travel anywhere in the world. I don't know if you're familiar with virtual reality. I love tech and gadgets, but they have this, I think it's Google Map app or whatever game it is, but you go and you can put yourself anywhere in the world. And I would travel through my headset, and then I found this game. It's called Supernatural. Absolutely love it. I have been playing it since the pandemic. And what that is, it incorporates travel, exercise, music, inspiration from the coaches, everything that I love all in one. And so you have these a black bat and a white bat, and then this black balloon comes and a white balloon, and you're hitting them or you're boxing and you're dodging and dipping and ducking and squatting, all the things. Like, there's a lot to it. But that would be like my savior for my mental health during that time. And I've had this headset, and to be totally transparent, I haven't picked it up in a few months. I kind of forgot about it. And I'm just, I'm still getting used to being an entrepreneur. When I became an entrepreneur, I thought I was going to have all this freedom, all this flexibility. Joke's on me. I'm working longer hours. I'm working more often. Uh, it it takes a while to get a routine down when you are working for yourself. I'll be honest. It is much easier to show up for your boss, your manager, your company, whatever, because you're accountable to them. When you're accountable to yourself, that's another level of discipline. And that's why I was struggling with getting in my exercise, because I had to be accountable to myself. So, anyways, okay, working out with my virtual reality headset, no excuses. I get out of my bed, I clean myself up a bit, I throw my VR headset on, and I do a 30-minute workout. And that sets the tone for my entire day. That, like, if I don't move my body for the rest of the day, at least I got my 30 minutes in first thing in the morning. And when I work out, I'm doing more of a high intensity workout because I'm like, if I'm here, I might as well just do it as hard as I can. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be this big elaborate exercise. You don't have to go anywhere. Even if you're stretching your body, whatever it is, it has just been so, so beneficial. And I'm so excited about it. And that's why in the December edition of The Insider, my monthly free newsletter, if you do not subscribe to that, what are you waiting for? Go on alessialisa.com and go sign up for it. It I it is like my baby. I have been doing that for several years. I put so much love and care and thought into every edition that I produce, but I'm very excited about the December edition. So definitely go check it out. I'll put a link for it in the show notes also. But in the December edition of The Insider, I put in a 31-day habit jumpstart challenge. And I did that because I'm seeing the benefits of starting a new habit now instead of what I always did was wait for the new year to start something. And I don't want to wait. I have a whole month ahead of me. What am I waiting for? Right? You say, oh, the holidays, like I can't do it because the holidays. The holidays, they're only a few days. It's not a full month. You can still take care of yourself and go after your goals and your dreams while still enjoying the holidays. It's not one or the other, it can coexist. And so that's why I am excited about starting this habit early. That way, for the new year, I'm already equipped. I'm good to go. I already have it down, and I am starting the new year already on the path towards my goal. And that's why I created it for you. So I created it on Notion. So Notion is an all-in-one workspace that combines note-taking, project management, and database functionalities, and you can customize it and make it your own. So I actually am hosting my social media starter kit on Notion, and that was a part of my Black Friday bundle, the creator bundle for $99. You can still get it. It's so good. And not to get sidetracked, but the bundle includes the social media starter kit and my selfie masterclass. Highly recommend getting it. It's only $99. Definitely take advantage of it. But anyways, I created it on Notion because I use Notion to track my social media content, my ideas, my launches, my products, everything I create. I do it on Notion because it is very organized. I'm very type A when it comes to organization. If you've seen my Trello boards for a trip, you know what I'm talking about. I take it very seriously. So I built the social media starter kit on there. The social media planner I wish I had, but I couldn't find all in one place, so I created it for myself and I created it for all of you. But I love Notion so much that I created the 31-day habit jumpstart on Notion as well. So you can go into the 31-day habit jumpstart, you create a duplicate copy of the Notion template for yourself so you can edit it and use it however you wish. It is free. And I included questions to get clear on your goals so you can choose one goal to focus on. Because I know we all have a bunch of goals that we want to do, but it's not realistic to get them all done at once. I recommend focusing on one goal at a time. Then once you get that habit going, then you can start stacking other habits to it. But when you go into the Notion template, you can click on goal setting and I ask you questions about What is your ultimate goal? Why is this goal important to you? 3 ways that I could reach this goal. And then the one pathway that I'm choosing for the next 31 days. And then I have habits set up. What time of day will you show up? How much time can you commit to each day? And what's the minimum baseline habit for those hard days? Then your why behind the why. Because you think you know why you want to do something, but it's always so much deeper than that. And you do have to dig deeper. So I'm asking questions like, why do you want this habit? Why does it matter to you? And then from there, why does that matter to you? Dig deeper. Keep asking yourself why you want to do this to get super clear on it. And then we have your identity shift. The version of me who completes this habit is somebody who is that person? I show up for this habit because, and my new identity is. Get very clear on visualizing who you want to be after these 31 days are complete. Visualization is so key to reaching your goals. I truly believe you need to visualize it to help make it happen. Visualization is not the only way that you can reach your goals if you're not putting action with that visualization, but it definitely helps aid it. And then I ask you about roadblocks. Why haven't you already been showing up for your goal? What are 3 excuses that might come up for you? For me, it was, it's too cold out to walk. I don't like the gym I'm going to, and I don't have enough time. And then I'm asking you to reverse those excuses. What are new responses to each one of those excuses, right? So if you say, it's too cold out, you can say, I'm going to exercise at home. If you don't like the gym, you can say, I'm going to do a YouTube workout instead. There's always a way around it if we focus on finding solutions instead of excuses. And then a reset plan for when you fall off track. What happens if you miss a day? Are you going to let that derail you for the rest of the month, or are you going to move on and get that workout in either at night or the next day? And I'm using workout as an example because that's what I'm personally doing, but this can be for anything in your life. And then we have a future self visualization where you'll visualize how will you feel once you complete these 31 days? How will your life be easier? What will you be proud of? And what is this habit going to unlock for you in the long term? And then in the Notion template, I have a weekly check-ins. So at the end of the week, you can reflect on how you feel and answer the prompts. And then we have the daily check-ins. And the daily check-ins is where you are going to stay accountable to yourself. You're going to check in and you're going to put in, what's today's date? Did you get your workout in, or whatever it is that you want to do every single day for 31 days? How are you feeling? How long did you do it for? What did you do? What made it easier and what made it harder? And so I have a spreadsheet in there for all 31 days that you can check it off and track your progress. And most importantly, stay accountable to yourself. Because again, it's one thing to stay accountable to other people, it's another thing to stay accountable to yourself. So I built this Notion template for you to use. Like I said, just get the newsletter, then you will see the 31-day habit jumpstart in there. Click on it and then duplicate it in Notion. And Notion is free. You just make a free account and then you can use it as you wish. Another thing that I add into every edition of the Insider is a playlist. I love curating playlists for you all. I love sharing my taste in music, maybe introducing you to some new artists or some new songs. I just love it. And then this month, of course, is focused on holiday hits. I want you to have some fun background music when you're just relaxing or wrapping presents or just enjoying some hot cocoa, whatever it is. This playlist is for you, and there's over 20 hours of music on this playlist. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I am an auntie of 5. And I am Auntie Claus in my family. I am the one that purchases all the gifts for everybody in my family. So tracking the best deals, the newest items, the hot items, that is something I am constantly involved in. So I put together 5 holiday gift guides for you to cover pretty much everybody in your family. I have a gift guide for the ladies in their comfy girl era. So this includes comfy slippers, robes, pajamas, candles, blankets, fuzzy socks, like just all the things that allow you to unwind, relax, and indulge during the winter season. And then we have the gift guide for the men in your life. And this has everything from tech, grooming, Legos. I tried to cover as much as I can with the men's items. So that's all there for you. And then, of course, the kids. Like I said, I'm an auntie of five. And so every day when I get to walk my nieces to school, I ask them, like, what do you want for Christmas? And I have a list in my notes app of all their requests. And so Barbies, of course, number one. And I'm thrilled about that. I love playing with Barbies with them. But I have all the toys that the kids in my life have been asking for and some cool items I've seen online. And then I put together a gift guide for the content creators or the people that really love to geek out on tech, like myself. I love gadgets and gizmos and all of that. So I put together this gift guide and it includes everything that you can imagine for content creation, mics, cameras, VR, iPads, a hand massager, which I personally use all the time because I am always on the computer typing. I love this hand massager. It warms and massages. It's great. I love it. So that has everything for the people that love gadgets and are creating content. And then, of course, we can't forget about my jet setters. So I have the traveler's gift guide, and that includes all my favorite travel items. So go check those out. I will link them in the show notes for you to check out. And be sure to follow me on Like to Know It. And be sure while you're there to follow me on Like to Know It because I am posting every single day on Like to Know It and sharing all my favorite things. And finally, in the December edition of The Insider, I included a new article in my Substack, and it's the best Christmas destinations and markets, a travel guide. And I included the best places in the US and also in Europe. So there's a wide variety there. And when you check it out, you'll see that I also included activities. So for New York, I live in New York. I live on Long Island. I'm about a 35-minute train ride into Manhattan. And I'll actually be going there next week for the Christmas Spectacular with the Rockettes at Radio City. It is an annual tradition for me and my family to go there. And I highly recommend it. If you've never done that before, go check it out. The Rockettes are incredible. They're iconic, but it's always such a special time of year going into New York City in December and seeing the Rockefeller tree. You can go ice skating. You can also see the Saks Fifth Avenue light show. You can go look at the store windows. It's just magical. It really is magical. And there are many tours that you can do when you're in the city. So I included options like the Christmas Spectacular, the New York City Christmas Holiday Statue and Skyline Cocoa Cruise, the New York City Christmas Holiday Lights and Markets Walking Tour, the Diker Heights Christmas Lights Guided Tour, and Top of the Rock Observation Deck New York City ticket. So these are just some ideas for you if you are headed into Manhattan this holiday season to go check out. And as you scroll through the article, you'll see I'm including just different tips or excursions that you can do at each place. And of course, I included Edinburgh, Scotland, my favorite place in the world, and I got to experience the Christmas markets there. And oh my gosh, I need to go back. They were so fun, so magical. It's such a great time of year to go visit Scotland and just Europe in general for the Christmas markets. Highly recommend checking them out, but definitely read this article, subscribe to my Substack, and you can also become a paid subscriber to the Solo Travel Social Club. And we have live calls every month where we jump on. You can ask me any questions you have, whatever you want, where we just chat. It's such a fun space and it's truly my passion project. I know I don't talk about travel as much as I did in the past, and that's because I am evolving. My brand is evolving. I'm not just solely focused on solo travel, but it's still at the heart of everything I do. And I love having this space where I am sharing my solo travel guides. Everything that was included in the One Girl Travel Club is included in the Solo Travel Social Club. So I am posting all of my guides, my workbooks, worksheets, the itineraries, they're all in there. So you can become a member and join us there, especially if you want to solo travel more and just have community. And you can chat live with me every single month. And just to touch more about me not speaking about solo travel as much, I would love to get your thoughts because it- going through transition is difficult. Um, I feel very attached to one girl travel and solo travel and all that. And it has been not so easy to try to detach and to expand into the social media space and to the marketing space. But I am naturally very good at the social media and the marketing and the branding. And that is something that my clients want to work with me on. So I work with my clients and I'm helping them build their websites, setting up their launches, building their products, getting clarity on their ideal audience, stepping up their social media game. I am teaching them everything that I know, and I am helping them build their businesses, launch their brands, and show up confidently online. And if any of that speaks to you, if you have a desire to show up more, if you have an idea for a business, or maybe you have a business but you don't feel confident in how you show up, I have something very special coming up for you in the new year. So definitely join my mailing list because that's where I'll be announcing it first. And you don't want to miss it. This is going to be a new chapter for my brand, for my offers, and how you can work with me. And I am so excited to share that with you in the new year. I've been working like crazy, getting my 2026 business plan together and organized. And I am very clear on how I am going to move forward for the new year. And I do recommend to take some time for yourself to map out next year. Either do it quarterly, by the year, half year, whatever you need. But it is so helpful to have a plan mapped out for yourself where you know what you're doing, what you're launching, what you're going to be talking about. Because take it from me, like when I first started, I was constantly just in reaction mode. I'm like, okay, I have to post today, but I don't feel good, so I don't want to post. And I don't know what to post, or I want to launch something, but I don't know what it is, or I want to do a workshop, but I don't have my email sequence set up. There's so much to it that you don't see. If you're a business owner, you know, but if you're not, if you're considering becoming a business, there is so much you need to know that happens behind the scenes that nobody else sees. You all don't see all the work I'm doing on a daily basis. You all see the podcasts, the newsletters, emails, my social media, but that's it. When I'm not doing those things, I am building the foundation of my business. I'm building my products, my sequences. Don't get me started on Go High Level and CRMs. Like, that's a whole nother world. And it's not the pretty stuff. It's not the fun stuff or the showy stuff. It's the stuff you need in order for you to have a business that is running and automated and functioning and intentional. So I highly recommend for you to get clear on your goals. Start with this month. Go through the 31-day Habit Jumpstart. Get super clear on one goal that you want to achieve this month and that you want to stay accountable for it. That way you're set up for 2026 to go in already started. And then take this time this month to focus on your next moves for 2026. What trips do you want to take? What moves do you want to make in your life? What do you want to work on your health, your relationships, whatever it is that you want to focus on for 2026, get clear on it and then break it down. And if you want me to talk more on this, I can absolutely do it. Just let me know, throw me a comment, send me a DM, send me an email, whatever it is. I want to hear from you. It is so important for me to make sure that I am creating content that is speaking to you, your needs, what you want to hear. So please, your feedback is so very important to me. Reach out to me. I love hearing from you and I really, really appreciate it. And of course, I appreciate you being here with me on this podcast, whether you're listening to it or you're watching it on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to just continue on with these new habits and setting myself up for success for the new year. So be sure to grab your copy of the December edition of the One Girl Travel Insider, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of the One Girl Travel Podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find out more about your host on our website, onegirltravel.com, or follow her on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and TikTok. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.